Hi, I'm going to be showing some nuance with the different ways that you might have to import MPLAB Harmony projects from Discover to VS Code extensions. And I'm also going to show you how you can take an existing example and get it running on a different board. But let's look at the different options you have available to you first. So I'm in Discover, and if I click on MPU examples, we're down to 7,200, selecting MPLAB Harmony 6003, choosing a device family, pick 32CM, and that's kind of the high level family, and we're down to 370 odd. And if we select something more specific like the JH I have here, we're down to 57. Now if I decide I want to use the ADC as a peripheral, here we have 3. That's great. We have a simple ADC example and 2 with Sleepwalking. Sleepwalking is a feature where the peripherals are a bit more intelligent and communicate with each other and evaluate some of their own ADC samples in this case, and to dramatically reduce the power consumption of the application. Let's look at the simple ADC example for now. Previously, when I downloaded a sample, there was a direct link at the top to download the example. In this case, here's a page to a main page of the repository which we can clone. So I'll copy the link here and come into the folder. Now I'm going to look at importing the MPLAB.x folder at that level first. So git bash, git clone, okay, now coming in under apps, there's our ADC and our 3 samples, and we have our firmware, and here we have the .x folder. So I said I wanted to go into the .x folder and import at this level. Open folder, select, yes, we want to import the folder. Yes, we want to add the external folder to the source, because the VS Code extensions sense that there are source folders included in the project which are outside the given folder that was imported. So if we open MCC, we have a connection here to the JH Curiosity Pro, which is the name of the project. Okay, it opens fine. We can see that the project itself has been updated in order to run in VS Code, and that if I generate code, no particular warnings. This is the simplest option, and no problem here. So we're just going to close this workspace. What happens if we go in to our project and come at this level? Yes, we want to import. Okay, we still see, and you can see that this .vs code, the build works at this point, but we haven't generated code. Let's launch MCC. It finds the config that we have in the project. And we now have an mcc.vs code. Now this is associating this project to the MPLAB X project. You'll notice that the project files, there's a few there, but we'll generate code and we'll see that the outputted files don't know where they need to go, and it'll say as well that the associated project is not open, because the associated project is here, is this one. So we first need to configure associated project and remove the current project, which is actually just the MPLAB X here. It assumes that the project is there. Configure associated project and add it to this level here, which is the VS Code project. So when that is done, you see this is a slightly longer name. When this is done, now when we go back to MCC and generate code, we can see the proper file list, which is a big one. And you can see that as the project.json changes, a build is triggered and the build is successful. Anyway, so this is just something to be aware of. If you happen to choose the wrong folder level, you know, the MPLAB X project folder level is quite a good one. Okay, but let's now have a look in the next video about how we can go on with this project and check if it works correctly.